If you're living with tinnitus, you already know something that most people don't understand. It's not just the sound, it's the way your brain reacts to that sound that determines how much you suffer. Because tinnitus becomes distressing not necessarily because of its pitch or volume, but because it feels threatening, overwhelming, and intrusive. Because you want so badly for it to go away, but nothing seems to work. And the more you fight and resist it, the louder and more annoying it becomes. And that reaction lives deep in your brain's stress and emotional systems. But here's something really important. Your brain also has a natural mediator that can turn those reactions down. And it's called oxytocin. And today, I'm going to show you how it works and how you can actually activate it intentionally to reduce tinnitus-related distress. So first, let's back up to the beginning. When tinnitus becomes chronic and intrusive, there's something very specific occurring within your brain. Your brain is linking the tinnitus signal to your limbic system, the part of the brain that regulates fear and emotions, and to your stress response system. So instead of just being a neutral background noise, a meaningless sensation that would normally be tuned out of your awareness, the tinnitus gets labeled as a worrisome signal, something that needs to be closely monitored. And that triggers your sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response. You see, your body becomes more alert and vigilant. Your attention locks on to the sound. And your limbic system also becomes activated, linking the tinnitus with a fear reaction. And the whole thing feeds itself. The more your brain treats the tinnitus like a threat, the more your attention becomes focused on it, and the more intrusive it feels. Now here's where oxytocin comes in. Most people think of oxytocin as the love hormone, but a better way to think about it is that oxytocin is your brain's signal telling you that you're safe and that you're okay. When oxytocin activity increases, your brain tends to reduce threat detection, calm down the stress response, and shift your body out of fight or flight mode. It doesn't sedate you, it relabels the situation from this is worrisome to this is okay. And if tinnitus-related distress is driven by your brain treating the sound like a threat, then anything that strengthens a signal of safety has the potential to reduce that distress. So let's break that down a little bit more clearly. In distressing tinnitus, we often see an overactive stress response, elevated sympathetic nervous system tone, and heightened limbic activity. At the same time, oxytocin is known to reduce stress responses, modulate emotional brain circuits, and improve autonomic balance, shifting away from that sympathetic nervous system predominance. So, while oxytocin doesn't directly turn off the tinnitus sound, it can help your brain to stop reacting to it in self-defeating ways. And that's where real relief often begins. Tuning down these negative responses makes it easier for your brain to reclassify tinnitus as an unimportant signal, so natural habituation can occur. So your brain can learn to filter out the tinnitus perception. So how can you take advantage of this natural biological mechanism? What can you intentionally do? Fortunately, you don't need a drug to activate oxytocin. You can do it through deliberate behavior and practices. And the unifying theme of these actions is that by giving your brain repeated experiences of safety and connection, you naturally promote the release of oxytocin in your brain and reap the benefits. So here are 4 things that you can start doing today. Number 1, promote safe social connection. For instance, spend time with someone you trust. Go for a walk or share a meal, a coffee or a glass of wine. Have a real conversation, not just small talk, but a conversation in which you share and actively listen. Let yourself be understood. Feel that interpersonal bond. Face-to-face interactions are probably most beneficial, but even a simple phone call to a friend or a family member can shift your nervous system. Number 2, physical affection. Caring touch is one of the most potent triggers for oxytocin release. Give more genuine hugs. Research suggests that holding the hug for at least 20 seconds is most effective. Hold hands with your partner or children, or sit close to someone you feel safe with, even if you're just watching television or reading. Number 3, show affection to your pets. Research has shown that just slowly petting your dog or cat can promote oxytocin release. And finally, number 4, massage. And this doesn't need to be an expensive massage at a health spa. Even a few minutes of a slow, moderate pressure shoulder or neck massage from a friend or a loved one can serve as an effective stimulus for oxytocin. So these 4 deliberate activities are available to all of us. But it's important to understand that this is not about doing one of these actions once. This is about repetition. A single oxytocin release isn't going to change ingrained brain activity patterns. But every time you create a moment of safety and connection, you're calming the maladaptive responses to tinnitus that have developed in your body. And you're showing your brain that the tinnitus can be present without these negative reactions. And over time, that matters, because it creates an internal environment in your body that is more conducive to tinnitus habituation. What my patients and clients have reported over and over is that with these kinds of strategies, they first observe that they can notice the presence of their tinnitus without the uncomfortable linked sensations and thought patterns that cause most of the suffering. And eventually, for most, the sound actually becomes softer, and they find themselves forgetting about it more and more often during their days. And that's what we're aiming for. So, thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you enjoy this kind of content, please remember to like the video and to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also really interested in hearing any questions or comments you have, so please feel free to write them below. And I'll see you next time.